2023, November 6, 2023, Sergeant Mokhane testified that Mr. Mjiako came and introduced himself as Ntanzi's lawyer, and we asked Ntanzi, and Ntanzi confirmed and produced a card similar to the one that police usually carry.
Manje ke uthi ke umnumzana uMkhani uphane ngobufakazi lana nge6 zika November nyakenye ukuthi umnumzana uMjiyakho uye wafika kubo azazisa njengommeli wakho la ukuthi bakubuza wena ukuthi ngempela na ummeli wakho wena wavuma ukuthi uMjiyakho yebo ummeli wakho futhi wakhipha nekaridi elicishe elifana naleli lamaphoyisa ukuthi nali karidi ewanginika lona.
That is on page 80 of the record of that particular date.
Lobo bufakazi ke bukuyi page 80.
And then sorry, yes.
Bo uthi uyaphendula.
Ngicela ungiphendele umbuzo lo.
Uthi nge6 zika November nyakenye umnumzana uMkhani uye waphana ngobufakazi ukuthi uMjiyakho uzile wathi uyakumela ebatshela bona njengamaphoyisa bakubuza bona amaphoyisa ukuthi iqiniso na ukuthi uMjiyakho uyakumela kulayi ukuthi wena uye wavuma ukuthi yebo uMjiyakho uzongimela futhi wena wakhipha nekaridi lakhe likaMjiyakho.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo zange ngidibana nalo mbuzo futhi nalo ngisho ikhadi lakho Mjiyakho Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord, I never met that particular person, and I also do not have a card from Mr. Mjiyakho.
Mr. Mjiyakho produced the card
Umnumzana Mjiyakho
to Mr. Mokhane, to Sergeant Mokhane, not you.
Oh, umnumzana Mjiyakho uye owakhipha ikaridi elibonisa umnumzana uMkhani uthi hayi ukuthi wena uwe owakhipha ikaridi. uMjiyakho uyena owakhipha ikaridi ebonisa uMkhani.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo akaze ngidibana nalanto la ngoba la uMjiyakho ngiqala ukumbona nge24.
No, my lord, I never met such, as I only started seeing Mjiyakho on the 24th.
We are still on the 24th at Boksburg.
Uthi yebo sisakhuluma ngalo ilanga lange-24 eBoksburg.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo kwayilanga lami lokuqala ngimbona.
Yes, my lord, and that was the first day when I saw him.
So what is your comment regarding to what I've quoted from the record?
Manje wena uPaula uthini ngalokho umshushisi bese sekaqeda ukufunda manje lokho ukuthi uMkhani uphana ngobufakazi ukuthi uMjiyakho uthe uyakumela nawe wavuma.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo angikwazi lokho Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord, I do not know anything about that.
This part that I've quoted to you, it was not disputed in court on the 6th of November 2020.
Le ndaba le umshushisi aqeda kuyisho manje le yakaMkhani Mjiyakho nawe ayizange iphikiswe la enkantolo ngaleso sikhathi uMkhani ephana ngalobo bufakazi.
Nkosi enkantolo angeke ngikwazi ukuphendula lo mbuzo ngobuzo ngomshushu esikose enkantolo ngoba ngichazile uma ngihleli lapha ziningi izinto ekhonya enkantolo.
My Lord, I would not be able to comment on what the state is saying because as I am seated in the accused dock, there are a lot of things that are stated.
Now, let us just go back. At the time you testified that you were assaulted at that area in Orlando next to those ATMs, you indicated that you were poured with water. At some stage, you were bleeding through your nose.
As co-
My Lord, that's mischaracterization of evidence. The bleeding through the nose happened on the 18th at the dumping site, not at Orlando.
As the court, please. Oh, I was quoting the initial version, but let us go back to the still place where you said you were bleeding through your nose.
asiyeke kule ndawo yeinsimbi la wena uthe uye washawa futhi wawukade uphuma umongozi
Any on you're wearing?
ogile wathela
Ingakho enkantolo sikhipha ngithi ngabe sikhona nama ngizoyikhombisa inkosi enkantolo isikiphe esangesiqoqa ngaphasi eFabiyana ngoba ijacket babe ngikhiphile ngoba ijacket le kaSale.
That is why, my Lord, I had said my T-shirt was taken by Mabena. If he would have not taken it, I would be able to show it to the court because they had removed the jacket, which was a silky jacket.
Now, let us move to the evidence of Colonel Rapadi on the 27th of October 2023. During, yes, okay.
Asiye kubufakazi buka Colonel Rapadu la ukuthi yena uphane ngobufakazi nge 27 zika October 2023.
And this was during the court interacting with the witness.
Ingalesikhathi inkantolo yayikade ilibele imkhuluma naye.
And I'll start quoting the proceedings of the 27th of October 2023. Right on top, court, no, but I am concerned about IPID because those are the authorities, the inspectorate are the ones who investigate such a grievance in that, is that not so? And then Mr. Rapadu, that is correct, my lord. Court, so IPID, Mr. Rapad, but it has never reported to me, it was never reported to me, he did not complain to me about being assaulted. I even took out his clothing. I should have seen marks on his body.
Kula ukuthi inkantolo iye yamtshela ke umnumzana uRapadu ukuthi amaphoyisa laba abazimele ababizwa phecelezi iIPD lamaphoyisa abazimele ayikuthi bona baye bathathe izikhalazo zeyiboshwa bese ukuthi bayaziphenya ke ukuthi kwenzakeleni urapha inkantolo mayithi kuye iIPD yona ukuthi yayithathe lezo izikhalazo iyozibheka ukuthi umsolo wayekade ethini. uRapadu yena uphendule ngokuthi inkosi yenkantolo mina angizange ngisithole leso sikhalazo futhi naye umsolwa ngengambona emzimbeni angizange ngibone la bekade elimele khona futhi naye angazi ngasithola leso sikhalazo sokuthi wayekade elimele.
Inkosi enkantolo akazange ngibuze lo mbuzo leyo.
My Lord, he did not ask me such a question.
Bese kuba khona lapha futhi engixaka khona makuthiwa emzimbeni ngoba akaze ngigumule phambi kwakhe nje yena.
And I also get stunned when it said that he said he had seen me on my body, whereas I have never undressed in front of him.
And then the t-shirt, I want to clarify, when you appeared before Rapad, did you have that stained t-shirt as well?
Ngiyathemba ukuthi impahla mazengaphansi ngoba nganganazo impahla zokuthi impahla engaphansi ngigqokile kuyabanda ngigqokile kakhulu futhi.
My Lord, I believe the t-shirt was underneath as I was dressed since it was cold.
Ngeke futhi ngangeke sengithi ngiyamkhombisa ngoba ngangishaba phambi kwakhe lelo langa lenga-19 azange enze next ayithi into ayenza kimi.
And I would not even have tried or started showing him that I had blood stains since I was assaulted in front of him and he did not say anything, my Lord.
And that fact, the last line, I should have seen marks on his body. I even took out his clothing. It was not contradicted during examination by your advocate.
Manje nalendaba le eyakhe uRaphadu njengoba ethe kube ngikubonile impahla zakhe ayizange ibuzwe futhi ayizange iphikiswe ngalesikhathi yena ephana ngobufakazi la enkantolo uRaphadu.
Nkosi enkantolo ngicela ungawuphenduli lo mbuzo ngoba mina ngibuza ukuthi uyakuphi lapho yakhona Nkosi enkantolo.
My Lord, may I please not respond to that question because I do not know where.
So what you are saying now is that you appeared, I'll get back to that question, you appeared before Rapad with that bloody t-shirt.
Manje uthini uthi wena ufike kuRaphadu ubokade usafakele siyaskipa ebesikade sinegazi.
Nkosi enkantolo mangifike e-police station ngoba impahla zazemanzi ngangigumula ngizeneka ngilale nge-tracksuit le yayingemanzi nejacket.
My Lord, because when I got to the police station, my clothes were wet. I took them off and hung them, and then I would sleep with a tracksuit that was not wet
Mangivuka ekuseni ngiyaqonga ngoba kuyabanda angizazi ukuthi ngiyaphi.
and leave because I did not know where was.
Yes. You have not answered the question.
Uthi awumphendulanga umbuzo wakhe umshushisi. Umbuzo wakhe loyana lobe uthi kusho ukuthi wena uvele kuRaphadu ubokade uqokele siyaskipa ebesisanegazi.
Yebo zingaphansi angithi kwe-tracksuit nejacket.
Yes, the t-shirt was underneath the tracksuit and the jacket which I was wearing. Uma uRaphadu yena ethi uye wakukhumula.
Ukhuluma iphutha Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord, that is not the truth. Singaphakathi uye wambonisa sona.
Akazange athi Nkosi enkantolo ngigumule nje mina. Futhi ngocinga ngaba nayo naye. Kube mhlawumbe khona ingxoxo abanayo. Hayi, yayo ngangiyomkhombisa Nkosi enkantolo.
He never instructed me to remove my clothes and show him, and there was no conversation between myself and him. If there would have been a conversation between the two of us, then I was going to be able to show him.
Okay. So that particular aspect. Now the court asked any matters arising from the court's question. That's when that issue was brought about.
Inkantolo ngemva kokuthi ibuze ufakazi imibuzo. Inkantolo kubameli nabashushisi ukuthi ukhona umbuzo na oyingathi mhlawumbe uvele ngemva kokuthi lukubuzwe inkantolo. May I please not respond on behalf of the.
Was the t-shirt wet?
Iskipa lesiyana sasikade simanzi.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyachaza ukuthi ekhathi bengiphela ngamanzi ngafe e-police station iskipa ngiseneke mina ngisenze so efasteleni umoya uyangena futhi ngiseneke ngisenze so.
My Lord, I had mentioned that when they poured me with water, when I got to the police station, I would take off the t-shirt and hang it on the window, and then it would be dry due to the wind.
And akhumbule kahle Nkosi enkantolo mshushu iskipa sasingemanzi umzimba la ngapha. Sikhuluma ngala angangithelwa ngakhona la kimi ngaphambili. Asikhulumi ngomzimba wonke.
And may the court bear in mind that I do not mean the whole t-shirt being wet. The t-shirt was not wet at the back. The t-shirt was wet in front where I was poured with water.
You also indicated
Uthe wawukade
Ukube mhlawumbe iskipa seFabian sokho committee kipa zeFabian zakho kanjani lezi eyiyele engikhuluma ngazo kodwa ngizoyikhombisa ukuthi igazi malixoxa eskipeni ngeke lihlale lingayi evesteni ngaphansi. Ngeke lihlale lingayi.
If that Fabian t-shirt was here, I would be able to show you, whereas in explanation, if blood would be staining the t-shirt, there is no way that it would not go into the vest.
Njengoba namanje nje ngiqoka nje Nkosi enkantolo mangathelwa igazi igazi liyangena liyakuphi kule vest engifake ngaphansi emhlophe.
As even now, my Lord, I am dressed in this blue t-shirt. If I could get a blood stain, it would surely go into the white vest that I am wearing.
and even the vest, you did not show it to Colonel Rapado.
Ne vest nayo awuzange umbonise uKolonel Rapado.
Nkosi enkantolo ngithi ayikho ingxoxo ngaba nalo lobaba Rapado.
Lord, I am still maintaining that there is no conversation that we had between myself and Colonel Rapado.
And then when you appeared in front of Mrs. Kronje, we were still wearing the same clothes.
Uma ufika kumantshi uKronje wawukade usagqoke zona lezo impahla leziyana.
Nkosi enkantolo ngichazile kaningi la ngenazo impahla zokushesha mina.
My Lord, I have confirmed a lot of times here in court that I did not have clothing to change.
Ingakho nje ngathi mangafuna ngicela ukufona ngifuna ukufonela abasekhaya batshena ukuthi ngikuphi nalokuthi ngiboshiwe ngicela bethumele umuntu ozongangilethela impahla zolokhu zokugqoka nento zokugeza.
And that is why upon my arrival I had asked that can I be afforded an opportunity to contact my family and inform them of my whereabouts, that I have been arrested. Can they send someone to come and give me clothes to change?
So you did not see a need to show the bloody t-shirt as well as the vest to Mrs. Kronje.
Manje naye umantshi mase sofika kuye awuzange ubone isidingo sokuthi ukhumule umbonise igazi lelibekade kule skipa lesiyana.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyaphinda ukube umbuzo wawukhona ngangizomphendula.
My Lord, I repeat, if I was asked a question, then I was going to respond to that question.
When you made that report that you needed change of clothes as well as bath, was that not the moment to even point out the blood on your shirt as well as the vest?
Ngalesikhathi uzebe wenza lesiyasicelo sokuthi ucela ukugeza udinga nezimpahla. Bekungasisona na isikhathi ebesikade simqoka ukuthi ubabonise ukuthi ngidinga ukushintsha impahla ngenxa kokuthi lezi zigcwele igazi.
Nkosi enkantolo namanje ngiyasho kube wangibuza ngangizombonisa mina.
My Lord, I am still maintaining that if I were asked, then I was going to show them.
Ngoba nokufona kwangicela kuwe angifonanga.
Because even the call that I requested to make, I was not given an opportunity to make that call.
So you made other requests out of your own will, but this important aspect of a bloodied shirt as well as a vest, didn't want to volunteer it to the magistrate.
Manje wenze ezinye izicelo ebekade wena uzenzela zona. Kodwa le esemqoka yale skipa esinegazi awuzange ukuthi ukuthi ake ngibonise nomantshi ukuthi nasi iskipha manje sinegas.
Kosenkantolo ngiyaphinda mina ngiyawuphinda le answer ngithi kuyazange angibuzeni kube wangibuza yimi engicela usisi lo ehlele ngaso ngisiza ngento zokugeza ongisiza ngokufunda.
My Lord, I am still repeating that I am the one that made that request to this particular lady. I have never been asked a question. I'm the one who requested from this lady.
But she did ask about you having any injuries.
Kepha uye wakubuza ukuthi kunala ulimele khona.
Akazange ngibuze Kosenkantolo.
No, my Lord, I was not asked.
Thank you. You further testify that at some stage, Gininda arrived with a gentleman in braces as well as Sergeant Mahola in a white BMW, and then Colonel Gininda opened the boot of that particular BMW and sat at the back.
Wena uye wathi uKennel Gininda uye wafika ehamba nalo bekade efake ama crossband ehamba futhi no Sergeant Mkhola la ukuthi wavula ke ibhuti emuva uKennel Gininda wafika wahlala kuyo leyo bhuti.
Yebo.
That is correct.
And then Sergeant Mahola testified that that particular BMW, it was issued to her in 2021. What is your comment?
uSergeant Mkhola yena uthe leyo BMW unikwe yona esiphoyiseni ngo-2021.
Inkantolo into engithanda ukukhuluma ngephoyisa. Iphoyisa lihamba ngemoto ze-state eyiningi kabi. Akahambe ngemoto yodwa namanje uSergeant Mkhola akahambe ngemoto yodwa.
My Lord, what I like is that we are referring to a police officer here who is driving a state vehicle, and they change state vehicles. Even now, Sergeant Mkhola is not driving one vehicle,
Ngoba mina ngikhuluma ngento engangiyibona efika ngayo.
because I am referring to what I saw him arriving on.
And that was the testimony of Sergeant Mahola on the 20th of November 2023 on line 20, page 76, line 23-24.
uSergeant Mkhola lobo bufakazi ubwethule nyakenye nge-20 zika November ukuthi yena imoto leyana uyinikwe ngo-2021.
Kosenkantolo angimazi ukuthi imoto wayishonisaphi. Uye wazi ngangiphendulele indaba yemoto into engayazi Kosenkantolo mina.
My Lord, I do not know where she had taken the vehicle to. I would not be able to respond on that.
Okay. Now let us move to the issue of the 3 million. That was allegedly offered. When and where was it offered to you?
Asikhulume ngale yamali ke i3 million
Yebo.
le ewuthi bake bathi bangakunika yona. Bekade ekuphi nini ngalesikhathi ethi uzokunika leyo mali?
Esikhathi ngisibona ngakho senkantolo. Ngoba nakummeli wami ngasho ukuthi angisakhumbule ole ngangisePitori or kwenye iProstage angisayikhumbule kahle kahle.
Firstly, my Lord, I did not see the time and the police station as well. I am not certain. I did mention to my attorney as well that I do not remember which police station was I in, whether was it in Pretoria or not. I am not sure.
It is evidence in this court that after the 19th of June 2020, you were taken to Primrose Police Station.
Bufakazi obulayo enkantolo buthi ngemva kwe-19 zika June wena ubukade uyiswe esiphoyiseni sase Primrose.
Ngiyethemba nalapha phambi kosenkantolo ngithemba ngihlala ama-Prostage 2 bengihlaliswa ngapha la ngapha ngeke ngisho namhlanje ngizolala lapha kusasa ngizolala lapha. yena ngangitshela ngalento ebhalwe yiba amaphoyisa mina ngibhalanga nethi.
I believe even here in court, I did mention that I have stayed in 2 police stations, but the witness showing 4 fingers, and he says he does not know which police station was he staying at.
Was it 2 or 4 police stations?
Uthini ngoba uthi ngiyathemba ngithela enkantolo ngihleli kuma police station ayi2 kodwa imino wawukade wenze kanje bewayi2 noma bewayi4 ama police station.
Ngithi ama police station bangihlala kwenkosi enkantolo mina i4.
It's 4 police stations, my lord.
Okay. Since I have the documents in front of me, let me help you. After the 19th, after the arrest at Puking, you were detained at Primrose Police Station.
Uthi umshushisi ngoba unamaphepha laphayana kuye i-taxis. Ngemva kokuthi uboshwe ePuking, wena uye wagcinwa estokisini ePrimrose.
And such extras of the occurrence book were before this court as Exhibit QQ.
Bese leyo nto ebhalwe ePrimrose inikezelwe njengobufakazi buka QQ.
Yebo.
Yes.
So I want to read what the record says on the 25th of January 2024, cross-examination of Brigadier Gininda.
Uthi ufuna ukufunda into eyukuthi ikhulunywe kulonyaka nge-25 zika January ibekade kubuzwa uBrigadier Gininda imibuzo.
It will be between line 1 to line 6 on page 22. The point that I am driving to is when he was taken to Primrose, he also came in Primrose. You met him there. I think the 20th. On the 20th, they met you there. That is when you, on that day, you apologized to him. You apologized to him, Ntanzi, for having been assaulted, and that is when you made a promise to him that you can offer. May I just confirm that? I will pause there.
Manje ufunda into ebekade ikhulunywa ummeli wakho ebuza uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi uye waya kuye ePrimrose ngisho wafika waxolisa bese wayenza isithembiso esithize nge-20 kuNtanzi ithi ngiyohlola ukuthi uthe isithembiso bekuyisithembiso esani noma esemalini.
Yebo nkosi enkantolo ufikile ke Mbawu Gininda.
Yes, my lord, he did come to me.
Ngoba wayesetholile zonke lezi zinto engishayela zona ukuthi hayi akusizona nkosi enkantolo.
Because he had already gotten information that everything that he had assaulted me for was not correct.
And then the court said, pardon, Mr. Mngomezulu, may I just confirm with the accused how much it was offered?
Bese ke inkantolo ngalelo langa nge-25 zika January iye yathi ke angizwa kahle bese umnumzana uMngomezulu wathi ngicela ukuyobuza umsolwa ukuthi uthe imalini ebekade bamthembise yona.
Ngamtshela uMngomezulu ngathi 3 million nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord, I had instructed Mr. Mngomezulu and told him that it was 3 million that was offered to me.
And then Mr. Mngomezulu said, thank you. So the point of correction is that you arrived at Pretoria Police Station.
Bese ke umnumzana uMngomezulu wathi ucela ukuphawula la indawo eyukuthi uye wafika kuyo uBrigadier bekade kuse Pretoria Police Station.
It was on a Sunday, a day before he was taken to the dentist.
Bekade kuyisonto ilanga ngaphambi kokuthi ayisiwe kudokotela wamazinyo.
But you came to see him on the 21st.
Wena ufike nge-21.
I believe because it was a Sunday.
Ngiyathemba ngoba kwakade kuyisonto.
That is where you apologized to him.
kula uye waxolisa kuye
You requested him to work with you,
wamcela ukuthi asebenzisane nawe
to cooperate, and that is when you offered him 3 million.
esebenzisane nawe bese wena ke kula uye wamtshela ukuthi ungamnika u3 million.
Yebo ngiyezwa Nkosi enkantolo ko angichazela khona kodwa Nkosi enkantolo ekhumbula kahle ama police station abengiphazamisa Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord, what I do not remember, it's the name of the police station. However, my defense is here, and that is what I do not remember.
You offered him 3 million. Okay. Just for the sake of complete, you offered him 3 million as long as he's going to make sure that he is implicating the right people.
Uthi ke ummeli wakho uye wathi kubrigade ngokuthi nje yena uzawufuneka ukuthi asho abantu akuyibona abathathe indima kuleli cala.
Yebo.
Yes.
So, yes. So the question that I wanted to get from you, or the answer is, this version, was it at Primrose, was it at Pretoria Police Station?
Into umshushisa afuna ukuyazi ukuthi le ndaba le ube ukade use Primrose noma wawukade use Pretoria Police Station.
Nkosi enkantolo sengikhuluma kabili ngithi mina ngangithe i-police station ngisayikhumbula ama police station ayangiphazamisa ukuthi namhlanje ngikuphi namhlanje ngoba bengifika ebusuku azange ngangene station emini.
My lord, I have mentioned it twice that the police stations, they were confusing me as I do not know which police station was I in since I never arrived.
But that is a very important aspect, sir. Why can't you remember the police station?
Kodwa indaba ebaluleke kakhulu leyo, ungani ungakhumbuli i-police station?
Ngiyethemba lapha phambi kwenkosi enkantolo ngathi lapha ama police station ngazi bengilala kwensi yena fela ngikhumbuza ngento ebhalwe ngumhani la ebhalwe ngumhani umuntu oyengenisa ama police station.
I believe I have also mentioned it here in court that I never remember the names of the police stations. I believe the state is the one that could remind me of what was written by
Then you were approached regarding this important aspect, and then that was the version that was put before court.
bese ke wena ummeli uye weza kuwe ngalo lolu daba leli elale mali yiyo into ukuthi ummeli uye wayitshela inkantolo.
Yebo.
Yes.
So I put it to you that the fact that you have forgotten which police station was it is just mere fabrication, and we are just adjusting your version, sir.
Uthi umshushisi uyakutshela ukuthi le ndaba leyo ukuthi wena ukhohlwe i-police station indaba ewuziqambela yona.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyethemba lapha mina azange ngikhulume ngokuthi ama police station alapha ngiyawazi ama police station bengihlala kuwo.
I believe I've already testified, my lord, that I never said I knew any of these police stations.
So mina nami ngasho ukuthi umshishisi
And I can then therefore state that the state it's also like uyakutshela futhi nokuthi lobufakazi lobo okukhulunywa ngabo oboka QQ ukuthi bekade butsheliwe bubonisiwe nabameli bakho ingakho baye bafika bakhuluma ukuthi ingalelanga usuku ngaphambi kokuthi uyisiwe kudokotela wamazinyo.
Ngethemba Nkosi enkantolo nalapha ngicacisile ukuthi uGinindi ufike kimi la ngizovuka ngakusasa ngihambe ngephi ngizovuka ngihambe bengisapha bengisakhona.
My Lord, I believe I have also testified that Gininda came a day before I would have went to wherever they were taking me to.
So the version that was put to you to the court by your legal representative, Mr. Mngomezi.
Manje kusho ukuthi lento ummeli wakho abekade ayisho la enkantolo akulona iqiniso.
Angisho senkantolo lona iqiniso into esiphambanise ngayo iPrustation igama lePrustation ukuthi uNgomezulu akhuluma ngalo iqiniso qala ukuzwa ngawe.
My Lord, I never said it was not correct. The only difference was the police station. And the fact that you are saying it is not correct, it is my first time hearing it from you.
Okay.
Ngoba nalapha ngiqala nje ukudibana nobaba uRamsepe nobaba uMngomezulu ngangalokho ngibatshela njalo ukuthi amaPrustation amagama abo angiwazi ngicela befunela amaPrustation bengihlala kuwo.
And even when I firstly consulted with Mr. Ramusipidi, I had informed him that can they please get me the names of the police stations because I do not know the names of those police stations.
Now you can justify such an omission. Now I should not ask it from Mr. Mngomezulu. Now you can justify it.
Uthi manje wena usuyayilungisa leyo ndaba leyo angasayibuzi umnumzana uMngomezulu njengoba wena sewichaza uthi uye wabatshela ukuthi awazi ama-police station.
Nalapha Nkosi enkantolo ayikho igama lePrustation angangasho nje ukuthi iPrustation sobo kwiPrustation so azange ngakhuluma ngalo nto.
Even in my evidence, my Lord, I never mentioned any police station name.
Exhibit QQ does not show that Gininda ever visited you and he has disputed that. What is your comment?
Kubufakazi lobu buka QQ akukho la kuboniswe ukuthi uGininda weza kuwe. Wena uthini ngalokho?
Nkosi enkantolo ngithi mina weza ke Nkosi enkantolo.
I still maintain that he did visit me, my Lord.
Now let us proceed.
Asiqhubeke.
In both instances, Exhibit HH and Exhibit JJ, the police came up with a version that has already been prepared and force you to sign.
Manje wena uthi kubo bonke ubufakazi lobu buka HH nobuka JJ uthi amaphoyisa beze nento eseyibhalwe yibona abaqeda bakuphuqelela ukuthi wena sign.
Ngisacela ngikhumbuze ngalezo zinto lezo zenzo uphendule atso kuyona phambi Nkosi enkantolo.
May you please remind me of those exhibits so that I would be able to answer correctly.
Exhibit JJ is a confession that was made before Magistrate Cronje and HH before Colonel Rapado.
Uthi ubufakazi lobu buka JJ Iloku yakugunyuluka okwayenzwa kumantshi bese lobufakazi buka HH ilobu lokugunyuluka okwayenzwa ku Colonel Rapadi.
Nkosi enkantolo namanje ngisaphinda ngithe mina lezi zinto lezi ey'la angizenzelanga ngokuthanda kwami.
My Lord, I repeat that these things that were there, I did not do them freely and voluntarily.
Ngangishaya ukuze ngisayine lento ayikho into ayikhuluma ngomlomo wami nkosi enkantolo mina ukuthi babebhala ukuthini kwakuthiwani phakathi nganthe angixhumani ngalezi zinto ezilapha phambi nkosi enkantolo.
I have also mentioned that I did not write those documents, neither did I do them on my own free will, and I am not part of those documents.
La phambi nkosi enkantolo ngishilo nayezo ngathi uma kuyikuthi lento le yakhishwa yimi yabhalwa yimi fanele kube khona istatement sesiZulu kube khona esaba zosifunda ngesilungu nami ngifunde sami sesiZulu.
I have also mentioned even yesterday that if I was doing these things out of my own free will, my Lord, I would have written a statement in Zulu. Then they would have also written a statement in English.
And to this date, you do not know what is contained in those both confessions, JJ and HH.
Nanamuhla usathi awazi ukuthi kubhalweni kulobu bufakazi bobubini lo kuyagunyuluka obwenzwe kuRapadu nalobu obwenzwe kuKronye wena uthi awazi ukuthi kubhalweni.
Namanje nkosi enkantolo ngisasho njalo futhi ayikho into engidibanisa nayo angifuni nakwazi futhi ukuthi yini le.
Even now, my Lord, I'm still maintaining that I do not know what was written on those documents, and I do not want to know, since I am not part of those documents.
So the police took documents to court that clearly do not even advance the state case.
Shukuthi amaphoyisa bona bazilethele nje amaphepha la enkantolo ayikuthi lawo maphepha ngeke asize ubushushisi ngalutho. Amaphoyisa balethe amaphepha ubufakazi oyikuthi ngeke busize ubushushisi ngalutho, ngeke busize ngalutho kuleli cala.
Nkosi enkantolo namanje nalamaphepha agcwele phambi kwamshushisi la mina ayikho into engidibanisa la phambi kwami anginaphepha lekho iphepha engifike nala ngalikhombisa inkosi enkantolo.
My Lord, even all the documents that are before the state, there is nothing that combines me with those documents, and I did not even bring a single document even before me.
And you know nothing about the contents of these documents.
When I was lutho ngalento ebhalwe kulama phepha lawayana.
Namanje nkosi
Nothing that combines me with those documents. Ke kubufakazi buka RR,
yebo.
yes.
Do you recall when you gave your evidence on the 9th of February 2020?
Usakhumbula
2024, sorry.
usakhumbula uma uphana ngobufakazi bakho ngomsombuluko?
I think it was last week, Thursday or Friday.
ngolwesine iviki elidlulile.
Yebo ngoba bengikholwa ngummeli wami.
Was Mr. Mjiako representing you on the 18th of July 2020?
Umnumzane Mjiyako wayekade ekumele nge-13 July 2020.
Kuphi khona?
Where about?
At Tlhabane Magistrate Court
Uthi enkantolo yakamantshi yaseTlhabane
in Rustenburg.
eRustenburg.
Angisakhumbuli nkosi enkantolo.
I do not remember, my Lord.
But you told this court on the 9th of February 2024 that on the 13th of February 2020, you were in court. You did not go to court. and you did not see Mr. Mjiako.
Kodwa wena uthe nge-18 zika February
1-3.
13
Yes.
nge-13 zika February uye enkantolo eThabani kodwa awuzange ungene nomnumzana uMjiyakho awuzange umbone.
Kusenkantolo ngiyathemba mina la impendulo yami ngizolokhu ngiphendulile. Ngithe kusenkantolo mina angisawakhumbula ama-date la ase-Rustenburg. Okwesibili kusenkantolo bengiye ecourt lapha namalanga la ngangiya ngawo angisawakhumbuli. Okwesibili ngangifika kuvalena ngedanger